All right, so started on the wrong spot. For 8-5 estimating quantities, right? Estimation is more than just rounding to a certain place, right? So estimation is used to make solving problems easier. So we would use estimation or approximation for large numbers. So we're going to round the volume of water that is poured into the Gulf of Mexico from the Mississippi River every second. Right, the result is a single digit and a power of 10. So we have 593,003 cubic feet. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, right, and we look at this, and okay, that's going to round to 600,000. So we're going to round that to 600,000. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that number and we're going to separate out the first digit, 6. And what would that value be? It would be 6 times, so kind of like expanded form, 6 times 100,000. And then we're going to write that 100,000 as a power of 10. So this would be 6 times 10 to the 5th power. So the Mississippi River pours about 6 times 10 to the 5th cubic feet of water into the Gulf of Mexico every second. All right, with really small numbers, same idea. About how long is the diameter of the coronavirus? So the result is a single power and a power of 10. So we're going to take this number, which is a very, very, very small number, and we are going to estimate again to this first digit, so 0.0000005. And then we're going to rewrite this as a power of, as the number in expanded form, so the place value of it, so 5 times 0.12345. All right, and then we're going to write that as a power of 10. So 5 times 10 to the negative 6th power. And when we're figuring that out, right, how many places? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places to get it over there. All right, so 5 times 10 to the negative 6th power would be our answer. So that's the diameter of the coronavirus, approximately. All right, so finally our third problem, Earth is about 93 million miles from the sun. The distance from the sun to Neptune is approximately 30 times farther. What is the approximate distance from Neptune to the sun? All right, so first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to round to the nearest, just the front end estimation, right? So 93 million. So we're going to round that to 90 million. All right, and then we're going to take that and we're going to write that as the value of that, which would be 9 times 10 million. And then that's going to be 9 times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9 to the 10 to the 7th power. Okay, which is this idea of factoring that 9 out, right? And then we're going to take that, we're going to multiply by 30. So we're doing 9 times 10 to the 7th, and we're going to multiply it by 30. Now, what we can do with 30 is we can also write it as a power of 10. So I could also write this as 9 times 10 to the 7th times 3 times 10 to the 1st, right? So I basically just took 30 and I factored the 3 out, right? And that's 3 times 10 to the 1st power. Now we can multiply these, right? It's all multiplication, so I can do it in any order. So I'm going to do 9 times 3 times 10 to the 7th times 10 to the 1st. And that would become 27 times 10 to the 8th. Now, I still need to estimate this, so it doesn't really match any of my answers that I have at the top. So I'm going to rewrite this as 30 times 10 to the 8th, which would then become 3 times 10 to the 9th, right? Because 30 times 10 to the 8th, I'm going to move one more place. So that means 3 times 10 to the 9th, because it's going to be 1 power of 10 larger. So and if you're not getting that right, this is 3 times 10 to the 1st. So I add that 1 extra place to the 8, and I get 3 times 10 to the 9th.